Now let's get to a Floridian who did decide to ride out the storm. Linda Blomquist joins us now from Punta Gorda. That's about 21 miles from where Ian made landfall, south of where we just saw Jose. Linda, good morning to you. I know you're joining us by phone right now because I think you're still dealing with power outages. We're happy you and your family are safe. What is some of the damage you're seeing around where you are?
Good morning. There's some roof damage. We did go outside briefly when the eye went over. Pool cages ripped off houses, shingles off, porta potties tossed around. Some minor flooding in our area. We're not right on the waterfront, so we're very fortunate with that.
Linda, for people who maybe don't live in an area where they experience weather like this, what was it like when Ian hit? Describe what it's like to actually be riding out a hurricane and tell us how you prepared.
Well, we did put our storm shutters on our home, and our home's a newer home, so I felt safe with that because of the stricter codes of Hurricane Charlie. We had plenty of water and food. We had a closet prepared in case we had to go in. We did not go in because we felt secure. I will say the second half of the storm was definitely much more brutal. The winds seemed much stronger.
You mentioned Hurricane Charlie, which took a frighteningly similar path back in 2004. You experienced that. In your mind, from where you are, how did Ian compare with Charlie?
Well, Charlie was a smaller storm, and it lasted maybe an hour and a half. We did not have shutters then. We just boarded up with wood. And because my children are younger at the time, I think that one was more frightening to me. But this storm, Hurricane Ian seemed like it was never going to end. It really lingered on. We started the effects probably around 1:30 with the outer band, and it continued. We still have some tropical storm winds right now, so it was a never-ending storm.
Gosh, that's so scary. Tell us, you mentioned your kids being younger then. Tell us about you and your family right now. What's next in the coming days? What's your plan?
Well, we'll take off the storm shutters and clean up the yard and see if any neighbors need any help with anything. And I'll see when I have to go back to work. I teach school in Sarasota County. Right now there's no school through the end of the week, but I don't know what's going to come after that based upon some damages that occurred in Sarasota County.
Do you get the impression?
So it's a wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, from what you're hearing from around the area, where do you think you're hearing the worst? Is it south of you? Is it a little north of you? Some of the worst damage with the storm surge and things like that. What are you hearing?
Well, I had friends that had to be evacuated from the Charlotte Harbor area because of storm surge. And I also heard both Inglewood and Northport got hit pretty good from the storm. So it's a matter of wait and see. We don't have, our television isn't working, obviously, because we have no power. So right now, we're not getting a lot of information.
Right, no electricity, and right now things are still in the dark as the sun starts to come up. And as the sun comes up, we will get a better idea of the damage there in Punta Gorda and throughout Florida. Linda Blomquist, thanks so much for joining us. Please continue to stay safe.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.